Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to play a little bit of Constructed, and today I am going to play with the Echo Mage, my Echo Mage deck. It's your basic, almost basic Echo Mage deck. I think probably the only changes that I've made to it is polymorphs. I don't think usually the Echo Mage deck has polymorphs in it, and big game hunters. Some of them don't contain big game hunters, and also some of the decks don't contain 2 explosive sheeps. So yeah, those are the basic changes that I've made to it. I have been thinking a little bit about perhaps putting in Molten Giants. I haven't tested it yet, but in theory it should work pretty good, and I will play a few games with this version. If it goes well, as it has gone well for me in the past. I actually reached rank 10 in the previous month. And I played mostly Echo Mage. I played a shitload of Echo Mage because I just really liked the deck currently. So it has worked for me very well with this version, but I have been thinking about putting in 2 Molten Giants. I might remove the 2 polymorphs and then put in the 2 Molten Giants, but let's play a few games with this version and see how it goes. The reason why I say I want to put in Molten Giants is because most of the games I find myself having a full hand. So I just think that because I constantly have a full hand, it will work great if I have a few Mountain Giants.
Jaina versus Anduin.
Okay, so we go up against a priest. Generally, you want to keep Sludge Belcher and Explosive Sheep. That's a pretty good combination. If you can get anything that can kind of delay the board until turn 6 or 7, then that's good. So generally you want to get stuff like Explosive Sheeps in order to stop the opponent getting too ahead with any minions or anything like that. So I'm just going to Fire Blast his face. If you haven't seen Echo Mage previously, it's basically the idea is you should try to stay alive until you have a lot of mana, until later in the game. And once you have a lot of mana, you then basically just play Molten Giants, and you taunt them up using Sun Fury Protector, and then you throw a bunch of Echo of Medivhs on that, and then you just play more Molten Giants and you rinse and repeat. You basically build such a large army that the opponent just can't deal with it. So here we are going to play that, and hopefully he doesn't have a Shadow Word Pain. If he has a Shadow Word Pain, then that's fine. We should then just hope that we can draw our other Doomsayer also. At the moment, even if he has Blessing of Medivh, Blessing of, what's that other bastard? Valence Chosen. Even if he has Valence Chosen, then he still will not have enough damage to deal with this Doomsayer. So basically the only way how he can deal with it is Silence or Shadow Word Pain. If he doesn't have Silence or Shadow Word Pain, then he just shits himself. Okay, so he didn't have it, now he just shits himself because I get a free minion, and it's another Doomsayer, which I don't really have a problem with. So we will just throw that into his face. And he can't play anything this turn, since the Doomsayer will kill it. And then in the next turn I can play my Emperor Thaurissan. So this game has gone pretty good so far. Okay, so he drew his Shadow Word Pain now, but that's not bad at all. So I will then now play the Sludge Belcher, or do I want to play the Emperor Thaurissan now? I don't really think, I'm not in a rush, like I'm not getting pressured enough to have to race. If I was getting pressured a lot, I would play the Emperor Thaurissan now, but I think I will be pretty good if I play the Sludge Belcher, so let's play that. So yeah, the general idea with the Echo Mage is just survive until very late in the game, until you have like 7 mana or 8 mana, and then you can start doing a little bit of bullshit, like you can throw down Emperor Thaurissan and duplicate, you can get your Emperor Thaurissan duplicated. Duplicate is also a very key card in this deck. Duplicate and Echo of Medivh are like the most important cards in the deck. So if you can get Emperor Thaurissan duplicated or a Molten Giant duplicated, then that's absolutely awesome. Okay, I think I should be fine playing the Emperor Thaurissan now. It gets me 7 mana discount on all of my cards, so that's pretty good. And if he doesn't have a way to deal with the Emperor Thaurissan, then it's even better. Okay, so he did have a Shadow Word Death, but the fact that he used a Shadow Word Death on that means that he won't be able to use a Shadow Word Death on one of my Molten Giants, so all in all, it's not too bad. So we just keep harassing him a little bit. Unfortunately for him, he hasn't really pressured me all that much, so he's probably going to lose, since if you allow the Echo Mage to reach 10 mana and you don't have a good board presence by that time, then it's just very bad for you, because the Echo Mage can build up a board presence so fucking quickly, it's ridiculous. As soon as I get my duplicate, because he's going to kill the Mad Scientist obviously, as soon as I get my duplicate, then I am either going to get a shitload of anti-kill bots or a shitload of any other minion that I choose, basically. So I can choose to use one of my Echo of Medivhs here, although I don't really see a use why I should do that. So, like, I could play Sunfury Protector and then Echo of Medivh if I wanted to, but no, I don't think I want to do that. I'd rather just delay the game a little bit more. Just do that, and that should be fine. When you play with Echo Mage, games tend to really go on very long. Some games reach 20 minutes. I had the one game where I played against a warrior, and it was the longest game that I ever had. It was like fucking 26 minutes, because the thing is that duplicate just continues to give you more cards, and the warrior just fucking armored up the whole time. So we just ended up going, and neither of us ran out of cards. So here I'm going to Flame Strike. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we get a giant. Okay, we got a giant, that's pretty cool. and then we can just taunt it up maybe, if we want to, and shoot it. I think that should be pretty good.
Shields up.
Because we shoot it because it's maybe going to heal his Ysera, so then next turn we can shoot it again and then attack it with the Molten Giant. Unfortunately he is getting 2 cards from Ysera, but that shouldn't be too bad. If he gets a Drake, the Emerald Drake, then we can use our Big Game Hunter on it. Okay, so that is certainly one way to deal with my guys. So now our only option is basically to freeze the shit out of his Ysera and just steadily burst it down. There's not really much other ways that we can deal with it unless we can get a polymorph. Okay, so basically we have to Frost Nova, Anti-Killbot and Explosive Sheep.
Is someone injured?
Okay, so we finally got our polymorph. It's a little bit late, but it's not too bad. Better late than never. So we can run that in there, and all of the stuff will then be dead. We can also use Echo of Medivh if we want to. It's not a great Echo of Medivh, to be honest, but it will help us to delay the game even further. So I guess we can do that. It basically gives us more ways to delay the game, but I don't think it's all that good, so I don't think we will do it. Rather, we will just clear the board and attack and anti-kill bot. We don't want to anti-kill bot right now. We actually want to get our health down to 10, around 10, and then play Molten Giant, and then use our Echo of Medivhs, and then use our anti-kill bots. Okay, so that is a Velen's Chosen Priest. Pretty fancy, I have to say. You can clearly see that that guy has spent a shitload of money on the game. He's got all of the cards that are necessary. Basically, his deck works exactly the same as my deck. You basically have to wait until very late in the game, and then once you reach 10 mana, then you throw down Velen's Chosen or Prophet Velen, whatever, and then basically you just blast your opponent in his face for 24 damage, as we saw there.
Jaina versus Uther.
Okay, a Paladin.
You asked for it.
So we throw away one polymorph, I think that should be fine. And we keep the mad scientist. Okay, we don't want to throw out the coin right now, since if he uses the Muster for Battle on his third turn, then on my third turn I can then use the coin and throw explosive sheet and shoot my own explosive sheep. So that is the dream, although as we see he didn't play Muster for Battle. So now we will just shoot this guy and go to the face. Okay, unfortunately I drew one of my duplicates. So what we can do here is basically take away his armor and play the explosive sheep. That should hopefully blow up one of these guys. The correct play for him now would be to attack my explosive sheep with his sword, but we will see if he... Okay, so he didn't do that. So now what I can do is I can sheep that dude, obviously. So we run that in there and sheep that guy, and then to avoid more damage we kill that guy. So that's pretty good. With a sheep and a polymorph we dealt with 3 of his quite strong guys, and they had Divine Shield also. So it's already turn 6 and we are doing pretty good so far, not too shabby. So we shoot that guy and play explosive sheep. Explosive sheeps are extremely good against the paladin. If you can get your explosive sheeps to be cloned, then that's excellent, since it deals extremely well against their hero power and against Muster for Battle.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so he's just trying to rush me down basically. Arcane Intellect, let's see what we get. Okay, Doomsayer and another Arcane Intellect. What can we do with another Arcane Intellect? Not really much. But we will use it nonetheless. 1, 2, 3, 8. So if I use that, then I will be at 9, which should be fine. And I get Emperor Thaurissan, which I can play in my next turn.
Put your faith in the light.
Okay, Tyrion. So basically Frost Nova and Doomsayer, and remove his shield just in case.
Job done.
Okay, so that obviously won't work unless he has a sword or something.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so this is where the fun happens. Now we can play Molten Giant. And we can play Emperor Thaurissan. And we can taunt both of those up. Now, if he chooses to kill the Emperor Thaurissan with his sword, which is the obvious choice, then I will get 2 more Emperor Thaurissans. If he chooses to kill the Mountain Giant first, then I will get 2 Mountain Giants, which I can then play immediately. And if he doesn't choose to kill anything, then I can just play my Echo of Medivh and then he loses.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so I can basically freeze his stuff. That would be the obvious choice. Yeah, let's do that. Duplicate first, then freeze his stuff, and then play Emperor Thaurissan. And then I guess we can take away that shitty little shield of his, since that can only hinder us later on.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so now we can play another Emperor Thaurissan and Blizzard. That's pretty cool.
For duty.
And I get a shitload of giants. So then basically I just play my giants again, taunt them up,
Shields up.
play anti-killbot. Then I will get 6 minions. That will make my hand relatively full, so I can play another Sludge Belcher, and then I can Echo of Medivh, which will give me a shitload again, and then I can Blizzard, and I can trade in one of my Emperors and attack the face with the other one. And do I want to taunt up more stuff? No, I probably don't want to. Just attack the face and play a mad scientist. Basically the only way how he can win now is if he has Consecrate and Equality, but obviously he already used both of his consecrations, so
The victory is
yeah, I would have probably conceded also. So that was a pretty good one, although we got pretty fucking low. Usually I don't like to get so low on HP.
Jaina versus Valeera.
Watch your back. You asked for it.
Okay, Arcane Intellect, pretty good. The rest we will probably throw away. That's not awesome. Like I said, I would like to have Mad Scientist in the opening hand,
Feed the fish, blood.
but you can't always get that lucky. So I definitely want to kill that thing, because in the long run that will equal 4 damage to my face, Yeah, 4 damage, since he will deal 2 damage with the guy and then get 2 extra damage on his Yarrow power also. I have heard about this pirate rogue, but I've never actually played against it. But as far as I know, the pirate rogue works by just throwing out a bunch of small shit. And I fortunately deal very well with a bunch of small shit, so I don't really see this guy doing too well against my deck. Okay, just shoot that guy and mad scientist. Okay, so that will make the perfect polymorph target.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Job done.
Okay, so he's really going for it. Okay, so we will play this and Frost Nova and taunt our guys up, and then the next turn we can Blizzard or Flame Strike, whichever one we want. Okay, so I think Blizzard will be fine here. Yeah, no, yes. Yes, I think Blizzard is fine. Okay, and I just got my anti-killbot. That's good. Oh, that's too bad for you.
I feel icky.
Okay, so here we will anti-killbot. And we will shoot that guy there. And we'll kill that guy. Hit that there. And play the Molten Giant for free. And I get more Molten Giants.
Thank you. I get.
Yes, you do. So that worked out pretty good. Unfortunately, giving a mage deck like this more and more cards just makes it more powerful. It's very much like the Hand Warlock. If you have a shitload of cards with Hand Warlock or with this deck, then you just have so many options, and unfortunately for him I got my anti-killbot, which saved me in the end.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. My magic will tear you apart.
Okay, I guess we can keep these just as they are here.
Hello.
I can fix anything.
Okay, so this is obviously Mech Mage. We should be able to beat this guy just as long as we can make it till around turn 6, since at turn 6 I will be able to play my Blizzard. So let's play our Doomsayer and hope that he can't deal with it. He already has 6 damage on the field, including his hero power, so it just depends if he has something extra to back it up. But if he does have something extra, then it just basically means that I have to play my Sludge Belcher next turn. Okay, so he does in fact have something extra, but it's fine. It at least absorbs 7 damage. Okay, and now we can Blizzard. Or we can do it the next turn, if we really want to. I think doing it the next turn will be a little bit better. So let's do that, and then we can do the Blizzard in the next turn. Okay, so we shoot that guy, and we... Holy shit, that sucks for him. Okay, but that is at the start of your turn, so at the start of his turn, all of his guys will die. So I just basically have to survive. Oh, okay. But how does that work? It says at the start of your turn. Isn't that supposed to mean that it's supposed to go one turn and then into the next one? Because I think that's what's it's supposed to mean. But anyway, maybe I can't just fucking read English. So we play that. Play that. And then get our HP a little bit higher, since if he has double fireball, then I could be dead. And we play Emperor Thorician and Arcane Intellect.
I got this.
Powering up. Portals online.
Okay, so this guy is pretty much shut out of luck. There's not really anything that we can do to win from here on out. So we just polymorph that guy and we kill that guy and we go to the face once again and we just leave it like that. Hopefully he goes for my face, then I can just play a shitload of Molten Giants again. And I hope he realizes that if he attacks my face now... Okay, so he doesn't realize that. Poor guy. So we Flame Strike and then we play all of these. Because there's no way how we can really deal with it. And then we heal up. I don't know why I didn't realize that with 3 ticks of my Emperor Thaurissan that my Giants would then be 0 mana. I mean, that's pretty obvious. You're supposed to keep track of the things as they go on. So, I don't know, at this stage I'm kind of deliberating on whether I should add those Mountain Giants that I said. I think it will really make the deck a little bit more powerful. Since Polymorph really hasn't shown up all that much, and Big Game Hunter, I haven't been able to use Big Game Hunter once yet, so I think removing those 2 and adding 2 Mountain Giants will in fact make the deck a little bit more powerful. Let's try a few games like this and see how it goes.
Jaina versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Okay, Explosive Sheep, I guess we can keep, and we'll throw the rest away. Basically now we do actually want a Mountain Giant in our opening hand. We do not want Duplicate. Duplicate is a very bad card to have in your hand at all. You basically only ever want to draw the Mad Scientists instead of actually drawing your duplicates, since that essentially means that you actually lose a card, so we do not want that to happen at all. So here I do have the choice of playing the coin and then Arcane Intellect, and then the next turn I can play Duplicate. But then in turn 4 I don't have fuck all to do. Unless I drew actually something with the Arcane Intellect, but none of my stuff really costs 4 mana, so I would rather just try to save the coin for turn 4, because then in turn 4 I can play the Sludge Belcher. Since a lot more stuff costs 5 mana than the stuff that actually costs 4 mana. So if I do this, I will be at 9 cards, and that means that the next turn I will be able to play Mountain Giant. So that's pretty good. So far it seems like adding Mountain Giant is an improvement, but only time will tell. Come on, dude, I hope you didn't... Okay, so he's just BMing a little bit. Well, how's this for BM? Boom, bitch.
Well played.
Deal with that fucking BM. So, as always, when going against the priest, you have to be careful of playing stuff that has 2 attack or lower, since most priests run the Cabal Shadow Priest, so fortunately I already have all of the secrets that I need, so playing Mad Scientist from here on out won't really help me all that much. So, if I run that in there, will that be best? Yeah. Yeah, I think that will be good. Now, if I do that, I will be at 9 cards. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And then just shoot her once. That should be good.
I wonder.
Okay, so I lose 1 card basically. I'm going to burn 1 card, but it's really not all that bad. I'm still in an extremely good position.
My hand is too full. I don't have enough mana.
Embrace the void.
In the light's name.
The end is coming!
Not quite what was planned. Not quite what was planned.
So I'm still not actually sure what kind of a priest this is. If I knew what kind of a priest this was, it would be much better for me, but I really currently don't have any idea what kind it is. So, do I actually want to shoot my own face? I think I want to, since if I don't, then once again in the next turn I will not really have a way to play anything, so this is basically the only way how I can play something worthwhile, which of course would then be a Molten Giant.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
The end is coming!
Death does not scare me.
Oh, this is probably a Fatigue Priest. It's almost definitely a Fatigue Priest. Since that's basically the only thing that makes sense. And he probably has something like, what do you call it? A light bomb also thrown in there.
What to do?
So that is something else that I really need to look out for. So if I play this, I'm going to have a little bit of problems, because if the duplicate procs on it, then I am going to burn one card. Alternatively, I can play that and then Echo of Medivh, but that would put me back to 10 cards. But I think that is... no. I think Molten Giant is probably the best choice. I will burn one card, but I will then have 3 Molten Giants in my hand. So I think that's the best. He's probably going to play Light Bomb very soon, so I just need to make sure that I first get rid of both of his Light Bombs before I throw down all of the stuff that I can. Since basically the only way how he can win is with Light Bomb. So he's probably hoping that I will play a bunch of shit right now. And I kind of will play a bunch of shit, but it will definitely not turn out the way he thinks it will turn out, probably. So,
What to do? What to do?
Do I just want to throw this away? I think so. And then play that. And then play that.
Shields up!
That protects me against Light Bomb, somewhat. And it still gives me 2 Molten Giants and a Mountain Giant and a Sludge Belcher in my hand. Okay, so exactly as I predicted, the Light Bomb came out. So that is the first Light Bomb dealt with. And I wonder why he's healing me. Unless he's just trolling.
My hand is too full.
He must be trolling by now.
I got this.
So that there, that there, that there. Play that, and that. And that still relatively protects me against Light Bomb. Let's see if he has his second Light Bomb. He probably has it, since he only has 6 cards left.
Let me change your mind.
Okay, so that basically just means I win. So I don't really know what the idea behind this guy's deck was. I mean, sure, it is a fatigue based kind of a deck, but other than just fatiguing your opponent, I don't really see what the win condition for his deck is. I should probably do an Echo of Medivh just to be safe, in case he has something up his sleeve. Doing the Echo of Medivh and getting these 3 strong minions in my hand gives me the best chance to survive against anything that he might be able to play. I mean, he might be able to play something like a Deathwing and then another Light Bomb or something like that.
How many fingers do you see? How many fingers do you see?
Now he's probably going to do a double Circle of Healing and get a shitload of healing, but that doesn't really matter. He's just showing off right now. So this was a really weird game, and it fucking went on for 16 minutes. And finally Emperor Thaurissan shows up. So yeah, that was a shitty game actually, but okay. We fortunately beat the guy.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
You asked for it.
Okay, Mad Scientist is good, Polymorph is good, and we'll throw away the anti-killbot. And we get the anti-killbot again. Great.
Hello.
Why do you call?
I wonder.
I'll show them. I'll show them all. Gah! Stop yelling!
I'm somewhat relieved that this isn't a Hand Warlock, since Hand Warlock is a little bit more powerful against this deck than Demon Warlock or Rush Warlock in my opinion. So I'm pretty happy that it is a Demon Warlock.
Almost out of time.
Okay, Arcane Intellect will be pretty good. That will take us up to 9 cards. And that will mean that we can play a Molten Giant in the next turn. Or a Mountain Giant, at least. Still, it's the same thing, basically. And I will in fact Frost Nova here in an attempt to stop him from doing any bullshit things like playing Power Overwhelming on his guys or anything like that, since you can bank on it that he has Power Overwhelming. So here I could Blizzard if I wanted to, but I'm not too sure if I want to. Do I rather want to do something like Sludge Belcher? I think Sludge Belcher will be a little bit better. although playing Sludge Belcher would mean that I won't take any more face damage, and that would mean that it will take me quite a while to play Molten Giant. So,
What to do?
is Blizzard then any better, since Blizzard will also stop me from taking face damage? So, I guess, all things considered, Blizzard is probably better. Yeah, let's go for Blizzard.
So many possibilities.
So because his board is now flooded, there's not much he can do. Unless of course he trades one of the guys in. Then he can do something, but otherwise he can't do shit. Okay, and he steals a relatively weak secret, so I'm not all too bothered about that. So whatever I kill now, he will receive clones of it, so I will obviously want to give him clones of the eggs, since the eggs are arguably the weakest stuff. So let's do that. And wipe his board basically. That's relatively good. It's a little bit sad that he stole my duplicate, but it's not really the end of the world.
From the void I come.
Okay, so obviously polymorph that, and I guess we can then play Sludge Belcher.
My shield for Argus!
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Okay, so we can do the following, although it's not going to be very awesome for me if that actually happens.
What to do? What to do?
We are in a pickle. I can shoot that and see what spawns and then Blizzard, but I will then be facing whatever that thing pulls out and 8 additional damage. Or I can play Explosive Trap or Explosive Sheep, shoot my own sheep and then Blizzard, but that only saves me for 1 turn. I guess this will be the best. Yeah, so that's not too bad. It could have been something much worse. Like a Mal'Ganis, maybe. Okay, Frost Nova saves me. Happy days. Okay, Flame Strike to the rescue. That is already 2 pretty good top decks, I have to admit. implosion probably. Okay, only 2. That's not too bad. Okay, unfortunately, I don't really see a way how I am going to be able to survive. And that's me dead, unfortunately. But, I mean, the guy got a few very good advantages over me. He silenced my Doomsayer, which sucked. He stole one of my duplicates, which sucked. He got 4 eggs, which actually is quite bad, since eggs are very hard to deal with. Yeah, he just got quite a few advantages over me, which I really weren't able to deal with. Now, I don't know why he didn't attack my face, since I was dead actually. But I think I'm still dead. At least I should probably still be dead. So let's do that and that. And that. Run that in there. And that. And we just basically have to hope that it doesn't have Shadow Flame. Since I'm on such a low amount of HP that I can't really play around Shadow Flame, since if he just has a silence for the Sludge Belcher, then I die. So I should already be very lucky or happy that he missed lethal in the previous turn, so I can't really push my luck by playing around stuff like, for instance, Shadow Flame or silences. Wow, it actually seems like it doesn't have it. But, well, that was his own mistake. He fucked up. He did have the lethal and he didn't use it. Yeah, so that sucks for him, but I actually lost that one. I should have lost, since he actually did have lethal there.
Jaina versus Uther.
So it seems to me that in fact the Mountain Giant additive has worked pretty good so far. It's working out really nicely. So I think that actually was for the better, removing the one polymorph and the big game hunter. Since even in these past games that I've played, these past 2 or 3 games since I've edited the deck, I don't believe there was a single target except for Mal'Ganis. That was probably the only target out of all of the games that could have possibly been hit by Big Game Hunter. So that actually just goes to show you how rare Big Game Hunter targets are in the current state of the ladder. There's not really a lot of people playing huge stuff. There was a time when people just fucking played huge stuff constantly, like they would play large thing after large thing, like Nefarian and shit like that, but it seems it has really calmed down quite a lot since then. So if I play duplicate now, then in the next turn this will cost 5 again. So in order to play the Mountain Giant, I either have to play Arcane Intellect or I have to shoot something. So I think I will, in fact, play Arcane Intellect. Because you really have to think ahead with how much mana is the Mountain Giant going to cost in your following turns. And I really hope that that isn't Repentance. If it is Repentance, then I just probably cry. But I mean, what are the chances that it's actually Repentance? I think the chances are very little. At least I hope the chances are very little. What else can I do? Well, I can play around it by playing a Doomsayer.
What to do?
That's certainly something that I can do. But do I want to do that? No, I don't think I want to do that. I think rather I just will play it. And it's not Repentance. Yippee. So that worked out good. And then I will just end my turn. If he has Garrison Commander or whatever, then it's not too bad. It's just 2 guys that he managed to buff.
Reporting for duty.
Now, unfortunately, I have drawn both of my duplicates. So I'm not happy about that. Let's see. Attack that one. Then attack that one. And play duplicate. Although, duplicate will make me actually overdraw. What can I do about that? Well, there's not really a whole lot I can do about that.
I wonder.
I could throw away one of my Frost Novas if I wanted to. And I don't actually see why not. So, yeah, let's go ahead and throw away one of the Frost Novas. That basically also protects me against anything happening like, for instance, Blessing of Kings. He could play Blessing of Kings on one of them and run them into my guy. Okay, so this is in fact a secret paladin, which fortunately I should be able to deal with without much problems. So polymorph, and as soon as I run it in, it will get hit by get down. So what do I want to do against get down? Is there anything I can do against get down? Not really. So I will just hit that in there, play that, and play that. I will get overdrawn by 1, but it's not really all that bad since I get 2 Mountain Giants in my hand. And the Paladin will probably find it that hard to deal with. Oh, I didn't overdraw 1 because I used the coin. I actually forgot. Okay, so I can play that and another one and taunt them up. I don't really think he will be able to get past that very easily.
What to do? What to do?
So yeah, let's go ahead and do that probably.
Shields up.
And it just had to hit for 4. That's perfect. Yeah, that 4 damage absolutely sealed my fate. I actually wasn't doing all that bad there, I was just about to stabilize.
Jaina versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Okay, Paladin, Doomsayer, that's fine. And we get the fucking duplicate in the open hand. So many times now I have gotten the duplicate in the opening hand, and that's like, it's literally as if you lose a card almost, since instead of Mad Scientist drawing the card for free, you then have to pay 3 mana in order to play the card, where normally you wouldn't have had to pay anything. So it really is like losing a card, in my opinion.
I'll show them all.
Reporting for duty.
The end is coming.
He could have killed it, but he chose not to. I wonder why. Certainly a strange little choice.
I see.
Well now, isn't that unfortunate?
Shields up.
Who am I? None of your business.
Well, my little friend, you need to know when to stop attacking the face. Face isn't always the place, and you will just have to learn that.
Shields up.
I got this.
Get down! The victory is yours.
Well, that's how you lose a game, by just going face. So, yeah, I guess that is it for today. It's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I probably need to get a little bit of sleep. But I can already see that I am going to do another video tomorrow also, since these days I just do videos when my quests reach 3, like when I have 3 quests. So I guess I will do another video tomorrow. I will think about which class I am going to play with. I want to play with Warlock again, but we'll see. We'll see what the time brings tomorrow. So, in my opinion, the deck is actually a little bit more powerful with the 2 mountain giants in there. It turns out that with Echo of Medivh and Duplicate refilling your hand constantly, and Arcane Intellect also actually, with those refilling your hand constantly, you actually turn out to often burn cards. You burn a lot of cards sometimes. I mean, I've had a full hand a few times now, and then I burn cards here and there, so that actually helps you when you have a card like Mountain Giant in your hand. So yeah, in my opinion, this is a pretty good deck. I might think about putting in another polymorph, since we've seen now polymorph helps quite a lot against stuff like Dr. Boom and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know what card I will be able to take out. Maybe I will be able to take out one Mad Scientist, since it turns out that Mad Scientist often doesn't do a lot. Like, you either draw the duplicate in your hand, like I've done a shitload of times now, and I've been quite unlucky, or you just end up getting the Mad Scientist silenced, which also has happened a few times now. So I think currently the weakest card is Mad Scientist. So if you perhaps want to build the deck for yourself and want to think about removing something, I would probably recommend removing one Mad Scientist, and then you could possibly put in something like another polymorph or anything like that. So yeah, that's basically the deck. I really like it, especially with the Mountain Giants. I've actually been thinking about putting Mountain Giants in for a while now, and I'm glad that I finally did it. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Ah, Hero. We were just talking about you.
This burden falls to you. Join me. We don't have much time.
Thank you. It's the least you can do to support this. The Alliance needs heroes like you more than ever.
I thank you.